Amen. And the Lord done a great thing for anybody here. I said, has the Lord done any great things for anybody here? Yeah, Lord. Okay. Yeah, Lord. Very adamant on prayer. And the Lord has been really dealing with me in regards to prayer as well. And just about again, we know that we should do it, but there is a real need for the true prayer warrior. There is a real need. And just in the last couple of weeks, I saw some powerful things the last couple of weeks. I remember at the convocation, and some of you all probably remember this too, but it blessed my soul, especially if these were people praying, in the Lord. But when you went to the temple, I don't know if you all noticed, but some people had up a tent over in the corner that said, "Stop by if you need prayer." And every time I would drive down the temple during convocation, I saw people in cars just coming by to get prayer. And I just thought, wow, they doing the right thing. And I was reading about all the shootings that was going on the last couple of weeks, and there was a group that considered themselves like the real first responders. And what they mean by it is that anytime something catastrophic goes on, they send out different prayer groups to go straight to the area, whether it's hurricanes, floods, but they believe that the first line of defense is prayer. So they send out people and take them, and that is part of one of their ministries. And our pastor obviously has been wanting us to come together on Wednesdays and night and Sunday morning. So I'm saying that to say there is a theme of prayer going on. And against the body of believers, there is a theme of prayer going on. So I just hope and pray that we all can join together with our leader, as he has his vision for our church, that he wants us to pray and come together on one accord. And I believe that it is needed on this last day. Amen? Amen, amen. First of all, stand for all. Amen.
Good morning, folks. It's offering time. It's offering time. Please stand for the morning offering scripture. The morning offering comes from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 10, and it reads, "Trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not to our understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. Shall be healthy to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and the first fruit of thy increase. So shall thy barns be filled with many, and thy horses burst out with new wine. Calling all tithes, calling all tithes."
While you're coming, I want to share something with you that the Lord shared with me just a moment ago. It said in Matthew 7:7, it says, "Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." I want to ask God to open the door of blessings. Say with me, say, "Lord, open the door of blessings and bless me with prosperity from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. Lord, we thank you for blessing the tithers and the ones that are giving the offering. Bless them 30, 60, and 100-fold. Bless their income. Bless them to have more than enough. Not that they live from paycheck to paycheck, but more than enough. And I thank you for the mercy and peace and the grace that you show unto us. And I thank you for it. You told us to ask, and I'm asking. You told us to believe, and I'm believing. And I thank you for it. And I praise you for it. And I magnify it. Because you said, try you. We tried you. And we know for a fact that you never will. In Jesus' name. Let everybody say, thank God. Amen. Amen.
prophesy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministry. Or he that teacheth, on teaching. Or he that exhorteth, on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence, and he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. And this is part of the letter that Paul wrote to the Roman church when they were gathering together to do the work of the ministry. And the Lord woke me up early this morning. Early, when I say early, it was around 4:30 in the morning. And he said to me, tithe, time, and talent. And I said, well, Lord, why are you allowing these words to ring out of my spirit? So I give you all week long. I only ask for 10% of your time, 10% of your time, and 10% of the gifts that I gave to you. Every person that's a part of the body of Christ, every person that's born of a woman, God has given you a gift or gifts, and He's requiring that we use our gifts according to the Word of God. He said, tithe, gifts, talent, and tithe. 10%. After you have 7 days or 5 days or however long you spend on the job, I don't think God is requiring too much of us. But He's asking just for 10% of your time. And think about what your talent is. Are you using your talent to play video games or to go out and do things you want to do? Give me 10% of your time to the body of Christ, to further the ministry of the body of Christ. And remember, as Paul was teaching the Roman church, if you go over a little bit further in the book of Romans, he also tells them and shows them a parable how God is going to ask you about your time and your talent and your time. God bless you.
Amen. That was wonderful, wonderful word. Amen. Great word. Eyes, talent, and time. Amen. Great word. Amen. We are close to the main course meal. Amen. And I just know that, amen, that our pastor has a great word for us, and I'm excited to hear. So I just pray that your hearts and your minds will be open to receive whatever the Lord has for you on this morning. Amen. Thank you, choir. Father, we just that good to us. Thank you, Lord. Father, we thank you. We praise you for power. We praise you for strength. We praise you for anointing. And God asks you that you will be in the service. In what I speak. Speak the word through me, that the soul may be saved, delivered, and healed. And I want to thank you for that the gospel be preached. Let it plain. So people come run with it. I want to thank you for it and praise you for it. In Jesus' name. Let everybody say thank God. Thank God. Amen. Amen. You may have a seat. Thank you, Mr. Bradshaw, for your time. Hi, talent. That was good. Thank God for his blessings, his anointing. Thank God for all of you that went with me last Sunday. We had a wonderful time. And all of you that went with me on Friday night. I think we had a wonderful time. Amen. Sunday night we got stopped at last week. We were fed as nice people on Sundays. Thank God for that. I want to say thank you to Mr. Jameson and thank you to Mr. Willis and to Mr. Collins for being on hand Wednesday and Friday. Thank God for Bradshaw, Mother Thomas, and the others who were here for prayer and for time of worship. I want you to touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, God's doing something that is so awesome that I have to prepare myself for. I was sharing with Brother Kelly that today should be the time of day, and I'm trying to get everybody to this, that when we come to church like we get to do Thanksgiving dinner. We're excited because there's something we'll get at the Thanksgiving dinner. I know it's food, but the excitement is the fellowship that we're going to have with each other. And to see, a lot of times we have, now I'm talking about in the country, we get a chance to see family. And we got a chance to not have to work. We got a chance to go over and just enjoy the company of each other. And to eat some good food and some dynamic desserts. God is just that good. But I want to talk to you today about prayer. I want to talk to you because this prayer is something that a lot of people neglect. The theme for today is prayer, prayer, and prayer. This month we are focusing on prayer that comforts, heals, and moves mountains. Jesus is our example to follow. He prayed for comfort, deliverance, help, protection, and salvation. In our scripture text, the disciples asked Jesus to teach them how to pray, so the prayers will get answered, and have confidence in the prayers, so they too will have confidence that God would answer their prayers, and the prayers were heard in heaven. Matthew 6 through 9, this is just a side scripture, but I want to share this with you. Our scripture text today is going to be Luke 11, 1 through 4. But this particular scripture that I'm about to read to you, Matthew 6 through 9, also goes along with Luke 11. It says this, but thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to the Father which is in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. But when you pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do. For they think that they shall be heard for their much speak. Be not ye therefore like unto them. For your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before you ask him. And then it says, after this manner, therefore pray ye. Now, come on, say with me, get to the place where you can actually get some healing. I found out, and I'm going to talk to you about this because I see this as an area where people have neglected. They come to church to pray, but they don't pray at home. They don't spend real quality time talking to God about what's really bothering them. It's easy to put it on Facebook and that thing, but that's just the result. You need something that you can pray about at home where you can say it and not worry about somebody repeating it. Then on Facebook, somebody will say it. And I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say to you that topic number one is asking for knowledge. Come on, say asking for knowledge. The disciples, this is a very powerful side of this. Jesus in Luke 11 and 1 was praying. And I thought it was interesting that the Bible began to tell us the significance of how Jesus used to go apart and pray. The disciples watched Jesus performing miracle after miracle, and they witnessed how he spoke to the blind, the sick, the lame, the lost, the hurting. Every one of them were healed through Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was appointed, he was anointed, and he was determined to perform miracles. So the opportunity for the disciples in this particular setting, they found an opportunity to ask Jesus, what do you do that makes you different from us? How do we pray like you do? And how can we get the results you're getting? And it came to pass, read in Luke 11:1, said it came to pass, and as he was praying in a certain place, when he ceased, one of his disciples said unto him, Lord, teach us to pray, as John also taught his disciples. And he said unto them, when ye pray, say. I want you to say out loud with me, Pastor is not talking about me personally. He is sharing with us some keys to open up your prayer life, where it changes from maybe, I don't know what's going to happen, to a place of that, hey, I just prayed about this, and I know this thing's great for me. It's different when you have confidence than when you don't know. When I go to somebody's house, when my wife cooked me up, I'll just say it this way. My wife said to me, take some steaks out and turn on the grill. So I went and turned on the grill, and I took out some steaks and put them in some water. And she said, we're going to have some steaks today. Well, I love steaks. I said, okay, this is good. And we went to the store and bought some side items, some corn, and I don't know what all, vegetables, sometimes we even get potatoes. We have baked potatoes. Sometimes we have some other side items. Seafood fries, salads, so we can have a salad. She would buy croutons, bacon bits, and all that other stuff. So she could make the salad and tomatoes and some other stuff to go into the salad. And I'm really excited because when I got home and the aroma of the food started smelling up the house. Pork and beans smelling good. And steaks, or bacon, bacon was smelling good. And the food was smelling good. I was ready to eat. I didn't come to the table wondering if I could eat. I came to the table with my appetite. Because I was ready. I was setting myself thinking, oh, we're going to eat good today. But I was trying to, she picked out a steak for me, fixed it, put it on there, and then got really interested and grilled a pork chop and put it in front. Well, I tore that up too. You got to get to the place where you stop praying amiss. The difference between praying with Jesus and praying with somebody that you might get an answer, that might not, is confidence, faith. You notice that I have this bottle. And you notice in this bottle there is a dark picture. We are like this. If we don't begin to deal with what causes us pressure, our pressure will get the best of us. And then we'll blow our top and miss our blessing. Prayer gives me the ability to release what's bothering me. Nobody talking to me. I have to tell you this because I'm concerned that too many people are stressing. You're stressing too much. And then when you're stressful, you tend to respond to folks as a stressed person responds when they're put under pressure. I'm not putting you under pressure. Your pressure is coming from internal. And just because I say good morning shouldn't cause you to fly off the handle. Let me just tell you this. When you hang around folks that don't pray, they won't tell you to pray. When you hang around people who don't depend on God, they're not going to tell you to talk to God about it. And then I can tell you that there's power in prayer. And they're going to tell you that when God drops things in your spirit, He's not always wanting you to go and call everybody in town and say, you know what the Lord said about such and such? No, He's telling you because He wants you to intercede. And you need a good mentor. Come on, say you need a good mentor. I know sometimes people have internal issues going on and they blame everybody else for the anger. Truth is, that's a mistake. If God called you and shows you things that upsets you, then you need to ask God to either take that thing out of your spirit or show you how to diffuse it. When you hang around your mentor, like the disciples did, you observe their character, their mannerisms and challenges and victories. Listen, all of us in here have deficiencies. Every one of us, I don't care how good looking you are, I don't care how sharp you are, I don't care how much education you got some areas in your life that are not 100%. You got some stuff in you that needs some attention. And you ain't all that in a bag of chips too. You have to understand that you got some flaws, and because you got flaws, you need Christ. see just how pitiful you have become. Because you're looking so much at yourself, you can't see what's really going on. Oh, tap your neighbor and say, neighbor, let me tell you something. You better ask for some knowledge. You better ask God how to deal with what's going on in your life. And I'm not trying to tell you and say, well, listen, Pat, I'm not trying to tell you, well, such and such, you are falling out because of these reasons. No, I'm giving you some keys to break the devil's hold on your life. Listen, let me tell you something. When you ever wonder what made Jesus tick? What made him so powerful? Why was he able to speak to a blind man and the blind man walked out seeing? Why was he able to speak to a leper man, a man with leprosy, and the leprosy left his body? Why was he able to speak to Lazarus when Lazarus had been dead 4 days and Lazarus came out of his grave? Why was he able to speak to the wind and to the storm, and the storm got calm? He has a power in him that comes from God, comes from the Holy Ghost. He was anointed to speak because he would take time to get his natural man under subjection to the Word of God. Woo-wee. Somebody say, you have to understand something. When you understand how to pray, prayer is the key to unlocking some doors for you. Man, give you power. Come on, say, it gives you power to withstand the attacks of the devil. Gives you power to overcome him. And it gives you power, whatever you're going through, to change it. You know, I've learned something about God. There are times when you pray, sometimes God won't move that, but he'll just comfort you in the midst of it. Sometimes we say, God moved the storm, and God said, I ain't going to move the storm, but I'm going to comfort you in the midst of it. Let you know that you don't have to worry about the storm because I got it all under control. There's something about when you get by yourself and you know that you're at a point where you're about to blow your top and you can get to God and God begins to settle you. Come on, say, that's when that personal prayer time. A lot of times see, that's the thing about when you get in church, we come together for some powerful prayer, but you can have powerful prayer at home. Amen. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to read. I'm going to just meditate. No, he said pray. You really need to pray. You need to talk to God. You need to actually talk about what's going on in your life. You need to actually relieve your stress. Am I talking, man, I got a fly church today. Come on, say, ask him for knowledge. My knowledge is telling me that I need to spend more time in my closet. Why? Because I got some battles that are trying to raise up in my spirit. And when you are at your lowest point, you ought to really spend some time praying. Ain't praying. Ain't gonna go in there like I lost my mind. I'm going in there like I'm getting ready to overcome. And you get to the place where you don't let things run you. You begin to run them. Now the person that prays, they're going to stay. A person that does not pray, they can't take that. Listen to me. It says, the disciples wanted to understand how prayer gives power even over blindness, leprosy, lameness, brokenness, oppression, and sickness, nature, and evil spirits. Prayer will open to you the precious knowledge of Jesus Christ in a way you can understand it. You cannot go wrong spending time praying to God. When you have something happen to you, you ought to be able to ask God to help you understand how to go through it. I look at young people like Sister Smith, Sister Wilson, that's getting ready to go to college. I listen to them and I watch their mannerisms. And I learned something. That college today is much different than living at home. You have some folks, when you get on the campus, you know, Brother Montez, one thing that got me when I got on campus, there were some people who don't care about nothing. They'll tell you nothing. If you hang around them, they go spend all their money. And when they're broke, all they do is pick up the phone. I ain't got no money. Well, I was in a family where you didn't just pick up the phone and say, send me some money. You better get a job. What you live on, that's because you work there. I didn't have parents that could send me thousands of dollars every week. I have friends that they know I'm going to call my parents. I don't like my stereo. You want it? Take my stereo, call my parents, get it done. Hey, that's a nice people to hang around with, but I tell you what, you couldn't live like it. Come on, somebody say, setting yourself up for victory. Also learn that you have to get to the place where you start getting comfortable with what God is doing in your life. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Don't worry about, I didn't get what I was supposed to get. Don't worry about it. Let God handle it. That's God's responsibility to take care of you. It's God's responsibility to bless you. It's God's responsibility to make sure that I have everything I need. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice. And you see, we got to get back to the place where we're like children in that area. Because we just trust God in spite of it. Things going to hit us that day. I don't know, Lord, what I'm going to do with this, but you do. And I'm going to wait on you. Because if you don't let God do what God does, you have stepped in the place of God. And you find yourself putting yourself in a place where you should be getting victory, but you're actually getting defeated. Am I talking to anybody? Somebody will jump up and say, you tell them the truth. And understand that prayer is something that you got to work on. It's not something that I can just, oh, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to buy this. I'm buying me some more prayer. No, you ain't going to buy me more prayer. You're going to have to learn how to pray yourself. And it's something that you have to work on. Something you have to perfect. Something that you have to spend time with. If you don't pray next week, guess what? You're going to have a rough week. Personal knowledge of prayer opens you up to opportunity for prayer victories. I say to you, get somebody. Don't just get anybody. Get somebody who already prays. Someone you witness having spiritual victories. In other words, get with the pastor, one of the ministers or missionaries of the church or church leaders to observe them and watch them as they go through. Are they approachable? Things ain't going like we want them to go. Are they devilish? Are they mean? Untouchable? That's the person you want to watch out for. Because when the things get hot and they can't take no heat, they don't have a very good prayer life. Because you ought to learn how to diminish the heat through the prayer. You got to watch out for folks when things happen. The check account might be a little strange. And they ain't come to church looking at everybody funny. I'm mad. I'm just mad. Why you mad? My check account funny. Well, I didn't mess your check account. Oh, didn't mess your check account. Why you mad? Somebody say, hey, help, Lord, help, Lord. See, the enemy understands something that the saints need to understand. If he can cause you to be at odds with other folk, it opens the doors for you to fail. Let's just read this to you. I guess I'm going to preach myself there. This is gaining spiritual understanding. Man, I talked about this on Wednesday night. Matthew 18 through 20 says, verily, Matthew, you should highlight this in your Bible, this is powerful stuff. It says, Matthew 18 through 20, it says this, verily I say unto you, whatsoever ye shall bind on earth shall be what? Let me give you another way to look at this. I use Trinity because she don't trust me. Oh, I got Brandon in this. Trinity. Let me use Trinity. Trinity, since you've been grown now, there's a whole nother Can't just pick up the phone and say, send me some money. Or at home, when you're at home, you don't have to worry about bed, food in the house. When you come home, you don't have to worry about going to get that. When you get in the dorm, it's a different story. If you don't bring the food in, how are you going to get it? If you live in an apartment and you don't bring no food home, how you going to eat? I don't know why y'all don't experience. If you live in an apartment and you don't bring no food home, how you going to eat? I'm going to stop by and tell you right. You got to get your money out. And if you don't have enough to buy, just be glad you can buy chicken food. With everything, Roman noodles, Spanish, all kinds of food that you must, sardines, chicken in the, they have a thing called chicken in a can. I wouldn't eat it. I saw chicken in a can, whole chicken put in the can, and preserved. Sister Friday, I think that'll make me sick. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I grew up and we used to eat Spanish. Spanish is pretty good. That's what I heard. I don't know what difference is. I don't know what difference is that. We have a whole new about it. We had Spanish and lunch was mighty good. We learned how to eat. Whatever our money, whatever our budget was, we had something to eat. Peanut butter and jelly. That tastes pretty good. Compared to nothing. Piece of bread. Tastes pretty good. And tastes tasty. We learned how to pray our car on empty to work and back home. We learned how to pray for our car when we were on racing slicks to get all the way to work and back home, even in a snowstorm. We learned how, when our window would go all the way up, we would still be able to go in the rain and still come back home. We had to look at that. We learned how to drive a car with no muffler. God brought us to and from and back again safely. Am I talking to anybody? We had a prayer meeting in our car. I know it was in. God, I know you're going to carry me. I don't have no money to work. If you want to take me to work, I'm going to take me. I don't have no time. And that's what happened to me. You had a prayer meeting in that car. It wasn't hard to stay saved then. But you know, you can stay with God, your car will be on the side of the highway. Not that the truth. Ain't the only one that prayed about cars. That car, when you start coughing, or you get coughing, keep on going. You learn how to get on the heel, turn the car off, let it go down the heel, and back in the top of it, turn it back off. My God will take me to it. Am I talking to anybody? I know what it's like to be in a house with no food and somebody knock on the door, so I got some food for it. Oh, I know. Y'all ain't talking to me. I ain't just got here. No, sir. I know what it's like to have an empty meal for both work and somebody give you some food. Somehow another God did. This Trinity. See, I call Trinity up here because I can use her in this example. Am I telling the truth about that power? Mm-hmm. See, you got to understand, when you start getting shook up, shake this up. That is how the devil operates in us. He starts shaking us up. You notice where your eyes are. What is it? You on this planet. Do you know every one of you knows what you have in your spirit that's upsetting you now? Now, what's upsetting is a Smith may not mean anything to me. May not mean nothing to me. She may be worried about, am I going to pay my light bill tomorrow? I ain't worried about it. I paid mine last night. So mine was paid. Now she may be wrestling, am I going to have enough to pay the light bill to still eat? Or Sister Karen worried about, I gotta get some new tires. And she has to hold in her hand $750. And one how she gonna come up with $750 to pay for her tires, or else she gonna have a flat. Am I talking about?
Yes, sir.
Oh, somebody, like Sister Linda said, need brakes, and they're driving their car, and their brakes are bad, and they drive down the road, one they gonna stop. You got to understand that what worries me may not worry you, but this thing here begins to show us that they all cause the same problem. You can blow your tire, but you notice instead of it's also only half full. And it was opened up yesterday. So it lost some of its stick. You get a real Pepsi, a real Coke, real some of the pops, when they have been open, shake them up like this and open. You get the rest of it. You know what I found out? That's why people come to church, because they want the church to relieve them of their stress.
Yes, sir.
That's a little thing you need to know. If you don't pray at home, you at home a lot longer than you at church. Man, you come to church on Sunday and on Wednesday. And sometimes you come other times. But if you don't get a chance to relieve your stress, and you're at home under stress, don't you know that when you get ready to relieve this stress here, and when you go back home, that stress double is waiting on you. Am I talking to anybody? Somebody will jump up and say, I know he's telling us the truth. I know I am. And I got Trinity standing. Trinity, all right. So, I decided, this is what I decided when the Lord woke me up. He said, I want you to lead the people into release prayer. Releasing stress prayer. So they can go home and begin to apply that in their house. Hey, Trey, run up here a second. You play video games? Yeah. Funny thing about people who play video games. The video game will challenge them, especially playing by themselves. It challenges them, and you'll hear them playing the game. Pretty soon you hear them say, the game is cheap. The thing is cheap. There's a reset button on that machine for a reason. I've done it myself. It's cheap. Click. At the end of that, start playing again. It's cheap. Click. But when you play against another person, you can't do that. When the enemy is attacking you, you can't say, oh, stop, it's over. If God don't stop it, you can't stop it. So I'm telling you, what's happening is we need to learn how to release these things at home and at church. That's all I'm about. Am I telling the truth? So you shut off the game? Why? Yeah, if you want to win, you're going to cheat. But you got the power to do that. See, the thing about a Christian is the one who missed this. You have the power to stop the devil in his tracks. I want to catch this. And so when he's telling you to bind and loose, he's saying to you that if something is in your life that is causing you pain and knocking you off center, every time the Lord starts blessing me and I get a paycheck, the paycheck is totally gone. You need to bind that thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Why y'all looking at me strange? I don't tell the truth. If you are living in a society, you're living now, and you're saying, man, the Lord about to bless me, and he blessed you before you can even enjoy your blessing, bless God. Something wrong with that. Listen, you spirit of lack, you spirit of stealing, you come out of here. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and I replace you with the spirit of prosperity. Through the name of Jesus. So you gotta speak, you gotta know your rights. Come on, somebody say, you gotta know your rights. Am I talking to anybody here?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, son. Oh, I'm in deep water. But I'm enjoying it. I found out if you don't start telling the truth, folks just keep on going through. They keep on going through. And that's why in the church, yeah, ain't nothing happening in the church. It's not the problem with the church, it's your belief. When you walk out of the church, what do you believe? It says now, shall be, it says, whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again, I say unto you. Now, this is where it gets good. See, married folk have an advantage. Because it says, if two of you, is that in the book? Mm-hmm. If two of you shall have what? What happens? That allows. That allows the folks think, you know, you're an arm with your spouse, or even if you're dating somebody, you're about ready to get married, you should work on your relationship so your relationship has no diminish, no issue between the two of you because the two of you need to agree. That's why I'm telling you, get with a good prayer partner. Somebody who can get a prayer for you. Not with just somebody, oh yeah, we have a lot of fun, that's fine. But you know what? I need somebody to get a prayer. Because when we join, if I'm joining with Sister Karen, we're going to be blessed, and she has to agree with me. So you got to say it so they can agree with you. And if they don't agree with you, you ain't getting that prayer. I'm talking about that's spiritual knowledge. If you are praying for something that is not a biblical promise, you need to stop. Because anything God does not sanction, He's not going to bless you with. And if he has a permission will, you want it, go get it. And I guarantee you, when you get it, you'll be running back on. God, get it off of me. You can have it back. When you pray for it. Am I talking to anybody? Read that again.
But if two of you shall agree on earth respecting anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father, which is in heaven.
That's what it's doing.
For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
Two or three are gathered together. How many's in this room? Listen, if one person can put 1,000 demons out and 10,000, how many demons can we kick out of this place? That's saying something. Come on, that's saying something. So when you get spiritual knowledge, when you start praying, I'm going to set myself up for victory. I learned something, Brother Mom said. Come on. See, I learned something. The mistake people make is when they go into prayer, they go into their secret closet, they go in there under duress. I got to be in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. I'm about 10 minutes. Oh, man. I can't believe it. Oh, God, man, I need to get up out of here. And you are constantly complaining all that 30 minutes of the stuff. Oh, man, I got it done. Let me have it. Sanctification is that's your opportunity to bring some things in your life, to bring some stresses and get them thrown out. You don't just pray for yourself, you start praying for others. If you really get to the place where you really pray, you know, when you come off the knees, you should be walking out all stressed. You should be walking out free. I want you to try this week. Go in your secret closet and spend some time clearing your spirit. Get all this stuff out. I'm going to read you something that's going to bless you. Because what's happening is people are dealing with things that they shouldn't be dealing with because, oh, some things belong to God. I can't do nothing with it. I can't do nothing with it. Hot, cold. I can't do nothing. And you should be being mad. Because God will do what God does. And thank God for everything. Thank God that He pushed me. I'm not outside of it. Or thank God I'm outside of it. He made me so I can handle it. But God takes care of us. I got a quiet church today. I know I'm telling the truth. Thank you, sir. Let's read this because in our lesson text, I want to share this because this is the end of it. It says, you see many people miss this and think the only way to pray is in church. Don't stop praying in church, but add personal prayer times to your schedule. I need personal prayer breakthrough. I need evil spirits to be cast out. I need some healing, and I believe God. I believe God. Set yourself up for victory. Come on, somebody say, set yourself up for victory. And so come on, say, when you pray. Speak the word of God during your prayer time. Don't pray to be heard, to get praise from people. Pray about what's bothering you. Don't be ashamed about it. Cry if you must. Get the hurt out. Intercede for your brother. Pray until you experience the ministering spirit of Jesus Christ. Come on, tap your neighbor and say, prayer is nothing to play with. It's the key that unlocks some things for me. It unlocks some comfort for me. It unlocks joy. It unlocks these blessings that God has for me that only I'm going to get through prayer. And it says, when you pray, brothers and sisters, start out and say, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, as it is in heaven, so in earth. Give us this day our daily bread. Listen, you're not praying to the unknown God, going to some island, but you're praying to the living God, the creator of the ends of the world and the earth. And He's the creator of the world, the one who controls everything. Hey, somebody say hallelujah. The one who can fix your situation. He knows about your condition before you started praying. What an awesome God we serve. Pray like you know it's already done. Somebody say surrender your soul. Surrender your mind. And surrender your spirit to Him. Ask for His kingdom to come into your life. He'll bring salvation, and He'll bring comfort and joy and peace and healing. Let the word of Christ come alive in you. Then the Lord will feed us our daily spiritual food. He'll fill us with knowledge, fill us with wisdom. He will inspire us, and He will bless us, and He will give us spiritual direction. He will fill us with faith that moves mountains, that you can go forth in power and strength. Somebody help me say, pray on, and pray for victory. Somebody help me say, pray in your private time. Pray until something happens. Pray until the devil moves. Pray until the mountain moves. Pray until sickness leaves. Pray until hope comes in. Pray until peace walks in. Pray until God gives the victory. Somebody help me pray the Lord. Somebody pray on. Don't give up. Don't give in. Pray it out. God will Help me say praise. Woo. I feel like shouting myself. Just lift your hand and say, glory. Change happens. Somebody say, glory. Change happens. Listen, the Lord won't do his part. It's up to me to do my part. If you ask Jesus Christ to forgive your sins, clear the line, destroy the things that are between us, tear out that which is blocking my prayers. You know, sometimes the Lord has to show us up, and you wonder why I'm not getting a breakthrough. Sometimes the Lord has to show us that you have this issue or that issue, and the devil is keeping you from getting a breakthrough. Somebody, I ask you to somebody feel like jumping up and say, Lord, I have some things that are blocking me, keeping me from getting what you promised me. For there's peace that surpasses all understanding. I'm going to pull down some peace. I'm going to grab hold to some peace. I'm going to hold on to some peace until peace runs in my spirit. Somebody pray until hope breaks forth. Pray until faith steps in. Pray until the Spirit takes over. Somebody help me say hallelujah. The highest place in heaven. Hallelujah. God is so good. You're my battle. You're my keeper. You're my way maker. You're my bright and morning star. You're the lily of the valley. You're my all in all. You are my present. You are omnipotent. You are almighty. You're my God. You're my comforter. You're my everything. God, before I prayed, you knew what I needed. I'm going to shout it anyhow. I'm going to praise you anyhow. Because this prayer is a prayer of presence. Prayer breaks the shackles. Prayer tears down things. Prayer. We'll get into the storm. Point your hand over Sister Crystal and say, Crystal, prayer will see you through. Somebody intercede for Crystal and say, Lord, lift the burden, break the shackles. I'm going to shout for you. That's why God is so good. That's why I sing my song. That's why I give him glory. Because he's God all by himself. His word tells me, look up to the hills from which cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord. Somebody help me praise the Lord. Somebody say glory. Prayer will get you through. Come around to somebody and tell them who you are. I'm going to intercede for you. I'm going to stand for you until you get your victory. Somebody pull it out and say, look out now. Get ready. God got your blessing. Get ready. God got your miracle. Get ready. God got everything you need. Somebody help me praise the Lord. Somebody. Prayer will get the job done. Prayer will cause you to move. Prayer will give you faith to stand the test. Let me finish like this. Well, he done and John were on their way to pray. I think it was around that 9th hour. They were on their way to pray. And they walked past the gate called Beautiful. There was a man there, and this man put forth his cup, wanted to receive something from Peter and John. And he put it up there, one arm from them. And Brother Carey, they said, silver and gold have we none, but such. See, they've been spending time praying. They didn't get their life right. And when they came into the public saw them anointed. When they were in their private time, they could call God and tell God all about their troubles. And when they were on their way to the high time of prayer, they were already ready. And when the man put forth his hand, thinking he's going to receive something from Peter and John, Peter reached out his hand and said, Sir, such I have. I give unto thee. And it pulled him. And the man received strength in his ankle bone. He received strength all through his body. And the Bible said he started leaping. This was a man that had been lame, who taught him to walk. He started leaping and shouting and praising God and following Peter and John into the temple. Somebody came to church today and they were dealing with some stuff that has had you bound for a while. I dare you to leap up and say, God, such as I have. I have brought you such as I have. Would you touch me now and bless me and heal me and deliver me? Because I've been praying about it. I've been studying about it. Now then, the victory's in your name, Jesus. And through the name of Jesus, devils tremble, devils are cast out, devils are put out. Dead folks, get up and walk through the name of Jesus. Healing takes place. They receive salvation. Somebody step out of your seat and say, Lord, I am healed. I am delivered. I am set free. Thank you for it. I praise you for it. I magnify. And God, when I leave us today, go with me. When I get home tonight, God, woo, in my secret closet. And in my secret closet, God, would you touch me? Would you heal me? And put your spirit all in my secret closet. Where I start getting the victory. Come on, sister. Come on, sister. Give God praise. Glory to God. Sis, pray. You already got it. See, the mistake people make is, I can't pray. I can't praise the Lord till I get it. But I prayed about it. And I talked to the Lord about it. And He comforted me about it. I'll be able to shout it. Trinity, don't worry. Stop praising God for your victory. He understands your plight. Sister Tierra, He understands your plight. And you know what I found out? Too many people are trying to judge God by other folks. God has never failed. He has never left us alone. Whatever you need, before you even ask Him, He's already handled it. You ought to just praise God for it. You ought to give Him glory. You ought to say, thank you. It's already done. It's Karen helped us drive yesterday. All she had to do was get in the car, turn on the keys, and drive. She didn't worry about no gas, no oil, no tires. All she had to do was drive. God just says to us, all you have to do is by faith receive it. That's it. Grab my hand. Receive it. Receive it. Y'all ain't catching it. Catch somebody and say, receive it. It's already waiting on you. All you have to do is praise God for it. You start thanking Him for it. You start thanking Him for it. It's so good. Because already happened. I'm just praying myself into the text. Oh, it's already. It's already. It's already healed. Already delivered. Already set free. Already blessed. You don't praise God anything. There may be somebody designed to pray. Put the curve. Let me pray. You desire to pray? You go down. Touch it. Come on, grab your touch it. You feel it? Yeah. Want to remember all the children line up so I can pray for you. Come on. Put some blessing on all the children. Yes, if you start school. Come on, God, protect you. There's a lot of strange spirits. You want God to protect you. Protect your innocence. Keep you from the wicked one that desires to kill you and sift you. Oh my God. Just Linda, tell them about how prayer works in your class. Yeah.
And you was not here. You did powerful prayer with the children on this night. And we prayed and we called Keziah's mom on the phone. And we prayed with her. I mean, she had to pray, I'll tell you. She had been around with the time. She had to pray till, I'll tell you, the Spirit of the Lord came in the room. All right. She came